Good morning, it's Kale. Another Monday morning diamond painting stream. Welcome on into the channel. If you're diamond painting at this hour in the morning, you're about as crazy as I am because it's only 7:15 a.m. here. So the other section that I was working on the other day, I'm waiting for some drills to come in because I guess I ran out of that color. So waiting for that to come in, so I decided I would move on to this section over here. The sun isn't even all the way up here, so we may see some lighting change. I might have to like do the blinds or whatever. Hopefully all the volumes are okay. Dogs are sleeping. Let's take a look over there on Streamlabs. I guess it looks okay. So there is some color blocking here. Let me change my glasses from my computer glasses to my regular so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's much better. So I'm kind of just doing kind of like these color blocks here, here, here. There's not really, there's maybe little bits around. So we're just gonna see what we can see. Since I'm doing this other section here, I did have to rotate the canvas so the camera mount could reach over to this section. So hopefully it looks okay and all that good stuff. And then I just have to remember which direction the top is, which is that way. It's like, oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm doing this little, it's kind of like almost like a little face sun symbol, 762. Hopefully the music's not too loud. There's some lo-fi girl piano stuff going on. So what I'm trying to do is get like some of this color blocking done. It makes me feel like I did something. Like I made progress. Because this thing is just like, I mean, I can see the end goal in sight. But I'm also like, still have like a ways to go. It's not discouraging. I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? But it's just such a big canvas and so many colors. So I had a fairly decent weekend. The ragweed is high here again. And it's just really like busting my chops with that. So tired of allergy issues. I never had them when I was young. I was always the one, like my whole family has asthma. I got it from my mom, especially the boys. But I never had it, so I just got like the allergy thing, but wow, guess I'm making up for it. I mean, I have like bloodshot eyes and sneeze attacks and blah, 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 and taking medicine and Tylenol sinus, right and left. I like destroying my liver. I think I got a shadow, a little bit of a shadow. It's because it's not quite, the sun's not up, so the light coming in, I mean, it's still, you know, dusk, dawn? It's before dawn, pre-dawn. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see it coming up a little bit, but I put a light out just to make sure that there was enough light. But once the sun starts peeking in, I probably can turn that off, but we'll see how long I can go. I want to do some paleo gaming. I'm trying to work on my second plot design. So I've been trying to like make money in the game to buy what I need, the building, you know, right? So I did get the building this morning. because I was doing there's some trackers where you can keep track of, you know, things that you get or things you need to do, quests and stuff like that. So I was just updating my trackers. So while I was in there doing that, I was like, well, let me just get the building now. I think I have enough money for it. But now I have to go set it on the plot and get it started. I think it takes like an hour for it to build. So of course this weekend I watched football while I was gaming. Did some chores. Hubby did his shop stuff. We went to the grocery store. Nothing really exciting. Let's put it that way. But of course I wasn't feeling well, so kind of like parked myself on the couch. What's going on here? Move down just a little bit. I also have a I don't know if it's a pulled muscle or just a muscle that cramped and now it's like jacked up. I don't know which one it is. It's like right below my right shoulder blade and it's like freaking irritating me. I couldn't even sleep last night. I had to wake up, get the heating pad, set that up. Ugh. And it's happened before. It's not like it's something new. I don't know why it happens, but I mean, all I have to do is just move. Like normal, just move. But for some reason, it didn't like that movement. And so then I get that whatever, like it cramps. And then I'm out of commission for a lot of things for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Why are these not straight? Okay. So yeah, so just, they're not like, I don't say health issues, but just physical issues. Which is just no fun at all. So like yesterday I was sitting on the couch, I'm just, you know, gaming, listening to the football game, and then I'm like, why does my knee hurt? Just like out of the blue, like the back of my left knee was aching. I'm like, why? Why is it hurting? I don't know. It just was, you know? Very irritating. So I finish this little section here. So I haven't heard back from my daughter really since she went back to England. Kind of par for the course. And my husband and I were talking because we went to the grocery store and I asked him, it's like, are you going to bring your phone? And then we both kind of went like, why do we bring our phone with us? I bet maybe just in case like we broke down or something, but it's not like anybody's calling us, right? I mean, my daughter's not going to call me from the UK. My son is gone. And his daughters aren't talking to us, so it's like nobody's calling us. Pathetic. I mean, he gets calls for like work-related stuff. But I don't get any phone calls. It's like, I mean, my brother stopped talking to me. Maybe I just try and call him, say, hey, what's up with that? How old are we? sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. You know, a lot of people, a lot of people spend a lot of their time. Oh my gosh. Evie, knock it off. What's going on behind me? Oh. Okay, so Misty came in and wanted to lay where Evie was laying. So now Evie's like, I gotta get up and move. It's like, okay. She just left the room. She's like, so I have 1, 2, 3 beds in here. And the one that Misty decided to lay on is actually big enough for probably all of them. But apparently Evie's like, well, I don't want you to lay next to me. So she just left because the other 2 are occupied. I think Rosie's in one and Lily's in the other. Some animals, they're just never satisfied. It's like people. She'll go out and she'll find a spot on the couch. There's blankets out there and stuff that they can lay on and cuddle under and blah blah. Spoiled. These dogs are spoiled. I missed that one there. So I posted a picture on X of the whole canvas so you could kind of get an idea of where I am, how much more I have to do. So that my Twitter X thing is Kaylee Adair 10. 10 like my birthday is on the 10th. I am in Aquarius. That's why I like this artwork, because it's Aquarius. And I'm definitely a true blue Aquarius. I'm very eclectic, as you can tell from my channel, because I'm not doing one thing or just talking about one thing, right? I don't think I could ever do that. I'd probably get bored and be like, ugh, I'm sick of talking about the same thing. And I'm also like, Aquarius is kind of like the sign of brotherhood. I'm very idealistic. For like, not for a utopia, but for like a better, like evolve people in a society, like evolving to become better. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then I think my moon, I did a chart once, an astrological chart. I think my moon is in Cancer, which makes me a mama's girl and a homebody. And then, oh, there goes my neighbor. She's going to her job. I would say sucker, but that's not very nice. And then my rising sign is Capricorn, which is where my practicality side like really like comes in. She has a little what is it, a Fiat? It's a little like, it just looks like a little toy car. I mean, she's like almost 6 feet tall. I'm not sure why they got such a little car. Let's see. I got like most of that section, that little color blocking section done. There she goes. Her little car. It sounds like a toy. Okay, so that was most of that little section. Let me look at the picture. So this is the jug, and this is what's coming. This is what's coming out of the jug here. This yellow, well, it's not yellow, it's like cream color, is the clouds. I think it's a cloud like next to that water sparkly stuff coming out. Okay, so let's go down with this color while I have it out and see if it's anywhere else, which it probably is, maybe. Yeah, see over here. Right there. So if you haven't been here before, welcome on in. I'm a very casual streamer. Sometimes you'll hear my dogs barking. I have 4 chihuahuas, little rodents that we love a lot and are very spoiled. They're like our kids now. And I do these kind of streams, so diamond painting and cross stitch. I'm waiting on my husband to make me a stand for my cross stitch projects. It's like, dude, get on it. Now that he has this little woodworking shop set up. It's like, can you build that for me? That way when I'm filming, when I'm doing cross stitch, it's going to be more stable. It won't be so wobbly. It's too wobbly right now. It's probably hard to watch. And then I've also got like my coloring streams. And then I do kind of like miscellaneous this and that, little stuff like doing little tours in a online community that I'm a member of for a long time, Ancient Worlds, or doing some fantasy book reviews on my favorite fantasy series. So very eclectic, just simple. Try not to make it too complicated. And then I do my gaming. And my main game before was Animal Crossing, but I went into my island last night and the Switch, my character can barely move around my island. First of all, because there's so much stuff and the Switch just can't handle it, you know, technically. And after playing mostly on like my PC, my laptop, and the Steam Deck, I just like, and playing Paleo where I'm like moving fairly quickly, climbing cliffs and gliding, and you know, the camera can look either side. Like, yeah. I just was like, I think Animal Crossing I might be like done with it until like the next version, you know, if they put out a new version, a new game on the Switch 2, which of course I'd have to buy the Switch 2. But I think I'm kind of done with my old islands. I just put them to rest because it was like pretty irritating. I can even barely like remember the controls. It's been so long since I really like played. And I just was like, you know, I might be done with this until the next game comes out, and then I will have to see turn that down just a tad. Oh, let me check the your stream quality is good. Well, thank you very much for letting me know that. I mean, I've got like, I don't know, over 2,000 hours into Animal Crossing. You know, it's my main game. But now that I'm, you know, addicted to Paleo, and how that happened is just bizarre, but now that I'm addicted to that, And the gameplay is different, the movement's different, and it's just more modern, I guess. And I don't know, I hate using that word, but newer, maybe newer. Newer might be better. I just not, you know, I was like playing last night. I was like, let me check on my island. I just went in there. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't want to do this. There's these little pockets of this color around. I'm gonna put a little fan on me because it's stuffy in here. Okay, so let me go like where there looks like light colors on the picture. Since it's like a cream color. And this one back over here. So yeah, when you give this little video a watch, please do a like and a follow. I also do my gaming, so after this I'll be doing a Palea stream, and I'll be dual streaming. I'll be doing it also on Twitch. And YouTube on this channel. I did have my gaming separate, but well, I had them together and then I had them separate, and now they're together again because it just makes my life easier. And since I'm a boomer, I want my life to be easier. Because you know, you get old and tired. You get old and tired, and you're like, can you please make it easier for me? And you go through your whole life, it's like, well, childhood's not too bad if you have a fairly good childhood. It's like not very complicated. Then you get to puberty, and then like the complications start, right? As the hormones start like freaking out. And then you really hit like your teen years, and then you're learning to become, you know, becoming an adult and learning about the world, like the more serious, complicated stuff, and you really like move out of your childhood. Then you become a young adult, and that's it, man. The world's just complicated, and it's complicated for the rest of your life. You know, if you have the opportunity to retire and you can make things simpler, that's kind of what I've done. Like, thank goodness. You know, it's such a blessing that I can do this. Because really, the corporate job that I had before was complicated. I mean, I'd been doing it for 7 years, so I could do it like the back of my hand, but it was still complicated. It was dealing with a lot of data and spreadsheets and SharePoint, you know, and making graphics and some desktop publishing and just a whole smattering of a lot of different things, different, you know, apps from the dealer, the Caterpillar dealer, because I worked at a Caterpillar dealer. And there's a lot of technical stuff. But when my son passed away, I was just like, I went back to work after, I don't know, maybe a month, maybe less than that. I don't know. I can't remember. It's hard to remember that point of time in my life, which was back in 2022. I think I got mostly the first pass done on this color. So then I tried to go back to work, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I was just desperately unhappy and freaking out, and just kind of having like anxiety. I don't know if it's anxiety, which I've never had before. Okay, let's see. This is the downward pointing airplane. Just pour them all in there. That's what I call it. the downward pointing paper airplane, 822. It's another kind of cream yellow color. They're a little darker than the other one. So yeah, I just, I couldn't handle my job anymore. The emotional, well, you know, my mom passed away in January of 22, and my son passed away in June of 2022. So the emotional destruction that I went through, I mean, it just changed a lot of stuff for me. And that's fine. It's kind of part of it, you know. That's when you have those kind of losses of two people that you love so much. There's just no way you're going to be the same after that. I'm looking for the plane over here. Over here. So I'm very lucky. And my husband supports me in this. I know that he was probably like missing my my income because it was basically like cut in half. But I think he understands that emotionally I just couldn't deal with it. This goes here. What the heck? Any downward airplanes like over here? No. There's one there. I'm going to come back to this over here. I'm going out of the way I normally do it, which is the bigger section first and then the individual ones. I don't know why I started doing that. I don't know. Sometimes you do things and you don't really know why you're doing them. It's kind of like when I'm playing Palea and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to fish, or I'm going to just catch bugs, or I'm going to do mining. I get distracted. Like, why am I cutting down flow trees when I'm supposed to be, you know, bug hunting? But that's all right. And look over here. I can see this little sideway, this curved arrow symbol. I did that color already, so that means I missed that one. Lovely. I wonder if that's one of the colors that I ordered. So I ordered some drills because I ran out of some of these colors. I'm like, seriously? That's why there's some sections over that way. They're like 80% done, but I need more of that color. It's where did it go? Oh, this one here. $5.97. The champagne glass is empty, and then $5.98. The cube is empty, and I don't see any replacement bags for those colors. I mean, there's even the champagne glasses here. So yeah, so I'm waiting for that order to come. It said, I got an email that it was shipped, so that's good. Then I'll go back and I'll finish those sections that are waiting for those drills. And then I'll come back to this section and finish it off. So I am on the left side of the canvas. So what I'll probably do, I have to think about it, is maybe come down here. So like the actual edge is over this way. And I did a strip. I did a strip there. So that edge is actually done all the way down to the corner that way. So I might do like this section next. I mean, I might as well. The camera's set up already and all that. Although I do want to do a, I'm going to do that this week. Get a stream in on Bubble Flower, the other big canvas that I'm working on. Well, there's also Celebrate, or a Celebrate one, that would be fine too. So last night when I couldn't sleep because of my back, that muscle behind my shoulder blade, that's that kind of muscle pull or cramp or whatever where you try and take a deep breath and you go, or when you move suddenly you're like, oh my God. It's like that. So, you know, obviously I was laying in bed. I'm like, I can't lay in the bed anymore, man. This pain. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. So I managed to get out of the bed without like totally screaming. And I'm like, I need the heating pad. I need the heating pad to the rescue. So it's in the closet in the hallway. Went out, got that, set that up. I'm just like, put it on my back. Just lean back on it. It's like, oh, that feels so much better. And then I finally like, so while I was like waiting for it to feel better, I was diamond painting. I was working on a Welcome Home and just watching a YouTube video. And then finally it eased up enough where I was like, okay, I can go back to sleep. And then I just fell asleep. Okay, so I think that's all the airplanes. But, you know, no, of course, when I say that, the minute I say that, I see it, right? Isn't that the way it works? Oh my gosh. Like, this is like saying, everything's fine, and then, like, you know, somebody knocks their drink over, and there's ice and broken glass and liquid all over the floor, right? Everything was fine until that, you know, yeah. Okay, so now that I got, I guess most of them, I'll just say I got most of them. How's that? Most of them on the first pass. So now, this is, okay, so the symbols, the top of the symbol is that way. So, okay, so this is the castle. Where is the castle? Here's the castle. The castle is 543. This one is more, it's yellow, but it's peachy. Like a peachy yellow. Okay. Let's see. Let's start over here in the corner and like go that way. Because the castle symbol is also similar to two other symbols. Why do they do that? They just make it just complicated. And I don't want complicated, I want it to be smooth. So one is the phone, the cell phone outline. And the other one is the document. It's like a little spiral notebook. It's like, really? So they're all kind of mixing. And, well, this one's green, but yeah, so sometimes they're like close to each other. in the picture. So you have to like just definitely kind of double check as you're putting the drills down that you're not doing the wrong one, right? Like this here is the cell phone. But over here, the castle is mixed in with the cell phone. Like, seriously? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Cell phone. Castle. And of course with this particular canvas, there's like that gapping issue that I've been dealing with since I started it. So just pardon that. There's nothing really I can do about it. I think it's just the drills. I don't know. We got the AC going on. Yeah, it's still warm here. Okay, why am I going over, like, don't look this way. Finish this right here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's still warm here. And so the AC is still going on. I mean, I'm sure other people are like in the fall mode, and, you know, pumpkins and Halloween and all that, but here, I mean, you know, people are still wearing shorts and flip-flops, sandals. You know, it's warm. Can you get on in there? I mean, I don't, you know, mind it. It's not hot like 104 like it was this summer. You know, you can tell it's kind of, if you've lived here for any length of time, you can tell that you're like at the tail end of what's, you know, Texas summer. Because it's not like 80 degrees in the morning when you wake up. It's, you know, in the 70s and upper 60s. Like, let's put it this way. It's not jacket weather yet. Okay, let's see. Alright. Let me just do this one. Sometimes, like, I try and multiplace, and it's like, hello, can you just go down? Because I'm doing it at like a weird angle from what I can see. So I'm like, wait, get down there. I hope there's not much more of this color to do, because I don't know if I have more. I'll have to look. I mean, there's not... I think this is the only area where there's like that yellow going on. But there's not a whole heck of a lot in here, unless I have some more in a bag, and I would have to check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I hope you all had a good weekend. Better than mine. I mean, mine wasn't bad. It's just those allergies. Just get irritating after a while. Like, this is Saturday morning. I was dreaming. And I always know when I'm dreaming when I sleep. Because I'm pretty much a lucid dreamer. Actually, you know, and even if I'm having a bad dream, like I'll know. It's like, I'm having a bad dream, wake yourself up, and I can do that. So I was dreaming, and I was like, okay, I'm dreaming. And I think the puppy might have woken me up. So I was like, okay, whenever you want to wake up, that's fine. And the minute I opened my eyes, I was like, oh my gosh, I am in so much massive pain from my sinuses. It was just like, oh, like I didn't even want to move. I was like, why do I have such a bad sinus headache? I haven't had one that bad in a long time. Well, not maybe a long time, because, you know, if you watch my videos, you hear me talking about it. But in a while. I'll say in a while. Oh my gosh. I was just like, this is like, it hurt to move. Like, it hurt to move my head. The light hurt. I was like, yeah. So I didn't even know. Like, I couldn't figure out. I'm like, well, I mean, it's not like the middle of summer where you're like grass, and it's not spring where things are blooming. So I'm like, what's going on? So I went to, I think it's like pollencount.com, and it showed like high for like this whole week. And it's like ragweed, and I think elm, maybe ragweed, I don't know. But the main culprit is ragweed. I'm like, seriously? Yeah, so I'll probably be dealing with that. So it must be ragweed season again. So I'll probably be dealing with that, you know, for, I don't know, for weeks while that happens here. Sucks. So, on a different note, I was watching reviews of Rings of Power. That show is such a cluster F. Oh my gosh. They should just cancel it. Just you know, just admit that what you did was wrong. And that it's just BS, fanfic, trash. And just cancel it. Just cancel it. And say, you know what, we didn't do this right. Just apologize. There's nothing wrong with apologize when you do something wrong. Just apologize to the Tolkien fans and say, hey, we apologize for screwing up your IP and doing a really bad job of telling any kind of Tolkien tale, and not making our IP, there's that symbol, not making our show remotely feel like Lord of the Rings or whatever Tolkien. Like, sorry, we screwed up and we canceled the show so you don't have to, like, suffer anymore seeing one of your favorite set of books. And I hate using the word franchise or IP. I mean, it's kind of part of, like, the culture now, but I don't really like that. Just like the word consume. I don't consume TV shows or movies. I watch them. I don't know where that came in. It's like, what am I, like a freaking... Like, am I eating it? Like, consumption to me is like eating, like taking it in. I don't know. Maybe that's like a boomer take or something, but I just despise those terms for just watching TV shows or movies. I'm scanning while I'm yik-yakking. So yeah, so I was gonna hate watch it, but you know what? I just decided, I just, see what it's like from watching my, the certain channels I watch, you know, review it and whatever. So you got like Adam the Renaissance Nerd, Prophet of the Dragon, Shadversity on Night's Watch, a little bit of Nerdrotic. I don't know if he did like necessarily like a formal review. It was more as his impressions, but of course he despises it. You know, and of course, you know, if you despise it, then there's something wrong with you for not liking it. But that's not true, because you have the right to not like something. Especially something that's so corrupted from what it should be. And if you like it, that's fine, but in my opinion, and this is my opinion, there's something wrong with you. Like, you need to, like, regroup and rethink what you consider to be a good TV show. Like, maybe go back and actually read Lord of the Rings. Go read The Silmarillion. Like, go do that. Read The Hobbit. Like, read the actual books. Learn more about the world and the lore. You know, or refresh your memory if you read The Hobbit when you were 10. Like, you know, like, go back and, like, rethink your whole premise. That might be, I'm going to say most of the castle, because I don't know if I got them all, because I'm yik-yakking. Let's see how long I've been going. 47. I'll go about an hour. Okay, the castle was where? I think here. So here's let's do the cell phone. Over here, at least, for the most part. I'm going to fill in that section. So, and then I've got, where did I see that color that I did before? Here. That was 762. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach under here. Pull out a little small tray. And do these like right there. So yeah, so the show looked just sad and just stupid. Just the way they portray some of these characters, like Galadriel and Celebrimbor. It's just disgusting. I mean, I just despise the people that did that to Tolkien's work. I just despise them. I don't care if they know that I despise them. Oop. You know, I mean, I just don't care. I have the right to dislike them and despise them. Okay, so let me put this back in here without spilling it everywhere. And then I'll go back to this. Like, what are you doing? I need some water. Which is like way behind me, so which means I have to stretch in my back. Ugh. I didn't even test my little chat thing, but I don't think there's anybody on right at the moment, so that's cool. I'm good. I like when I can kind of fill in, seriously, a section. That's why I'm hoping those drills that I ordered, that they come soon, so I can fill in those sections. And it's mostly, if I recall correctly, it's mostly like color blocking. So it shouldn't shouldn't take long to finish it. Let me see what's on this YouTube thing. Hold on. Why is that remotely showing? There we go. She came back. Oh, goodness gracious, water. We love water. I did notice that, what's this light over here? Oh, that's the glitter from the times. The sun's coming up. It's not quite over the trees yet, but you can kind of see it on my hands. Okay, now I forgot what I was saying. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't, like, important. Maybe I'll remember when I'm not thinking about it. I hear somebody moving. Who is it? It is Rosie. I saw a skinny butt go out the door. She's got a skinny butt. So the other three, so out of the 4 Chihuahuas, she's the skinny one. She's the littlest. And she's not unhealthy skinny, she's just little. I think she weighs like 6 pounds. I don't know, something like that. She's little. She's my baby. The other ones are all like, you know, chunky monkeys. I had to cut back on the big girls' food because they were like starting to like, I mean, you guys gotta lose weight. But of course they're not puppies anymore and they're fixed, so they don't really, you know, they're active on and off, but they're not super active dogs. I mean, Lily's main activity is barking out the window, right? Now Evie will play with the younger ones, but even she'll only do that for a certain amount of time, and then she's like, I'm done. Like, I'm not a puppy. Try and get these to kind of be like somewhat straight. Seriously? Why is this not picking that up? Get in there. So yeah, so I'm glad I didn't watch that trashy show. I didn't want to give them the watch views. I mean, I still have Amazon Prime because I do order things quite frequently. But aside from that, oh, and I do watch some things on Prime. Not often, but I do. But I'm just not going to give that show anything. Like, I'm just dreading Wheel of Time. Because that's going to be another FUBAR show. Another season of that. I'm just going to laugh because it's so bad. Oh my God. Why are these people like, I could write a better fantasy show than that. And I'm not a professional writer, but I mean, geez Louise. At least make the plot make sense. Like, I was watching the reviews of The Acolyte, and I'm not a super big Star Wars fan, but man, that show looked rough. It looked bad, 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 bad. more fanfic. Trying to make, you know, they keep doing that, like, it's okay to be evil. Like, no, it's not. If you're evil, you're evil. And you are bad. You know, it's called bad. Like, we don't want to associate with you. Why am I... I don't know what they're doing. Chewing on something, maybe? I bought them a couple of, like little bone things to chew on. Oh, God. Somebody... Hey, it was just somebody out in the street. This guy drove by with a trailer on the back of his pickup. I mean, I'm in Texas, you know? He's gone. He drove by already. All done. Come and lie down. Come and lie down. Chill out. It wasn't anything. I wish I could train them not to do that, but I don't think I'll be able to break them of that unless I could, like, you know, like hire Caesar to dog whisperer. It's like, can you make my chihuahua stop barking at everything that they hear? So, like, they'll bark at, say, like a FedEx truck, Amazon truck, UPS, the mailman. They hate the mailman, especially Lily. Lily's like, she's just, she goes nuts. I'm gonna stick to the thing. I'm putting it on here and there's nothing on there. This little cell phone symbol is, this color's actually been quite a bit in the canvas. It's like a sea green, teal, sea, no, it's not teal. It's like a light sea green, green blue. So there's quite a bit of it in different parts of the canvas. I just keep working this color. My hand was sticking to the canvas. It's almost like a, I don't want to say a shader color, maybe. Like, there's a gray that's in here that's kind of like that. It's like the shadow. So it's like on the edges. I dropped that when I see it. I'm going to pick it up. Right there. I'm still fighting off the rash thing, whatever that is, allergic reaction to something. It's not really there, but I can kind of feel like it would come back. So I'm trying to stay cool and not, you know, stress out about stuff. I think stress, you know, if I stress out about something or whatever, it kind of like aggravates it. So just staying chill. See, like this is going like on the edge, like it's a shadow color. maybe like an outline color. I don't know. Let's see. Pour out more, but I don't know how many more I need. That's pretty good. I'm almost at the hour mark anyway, so let me finish this little section here. The way I used to diamond paint before, I would have like 4 or 5 different trays open and have like the colors already out. Can you stick on there? But I don't do that anymore. Now I just pick a section and then I do one color at a time, like in a pass, so that way I don't have to keep opening and closing the containers because it was taking time. It's making it more time consuming. Just quickly glance over here and see where else this little cell phone symbol might be. Don't fall off the pen. Probably need to put some more wax on the pen. Any more cell phones? Over here, there's a couple. And there's a couple here. I saw one more here. I'm like, wait, I saw it. I didn't imagine it. Which could happen. You know, maybe it's early onset dementia. I don't know. Like yesterday I was making myself a cup of coffee and I had this little plastic thing. And so when you put a plate in the microwave and you're like heating something up or whatever, you can put that plastic thing over it so it doesn't spatter around inside your microwave. So I had a cup of coffee in there that I was heating up, and I went to, and I was holding that plastic thing because it was done. I took the coffee cup out and I picked up that plastic thing and I started walking towards the refrigerator, like to go get the creamer, but I still had that in my hands like I was going to put it in the fridge. I'm like, why am I holding it? Like my husband's looking at me like, what are you doing? Are you putting that in the fridge? It doesn't go in the fridge, it goes in the microwave. I was like, why am I holding this? I don't know. It was really weird. Stuff like that, you're like, why am I doing that? I don't know. It's almost like your neurons in your brain, like they just misfired. It's like misfire, alert, error, error. Or like when you see an actor and you're like, oh, you know, blah, 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 and you go to say his name or her name and like you just can't remember. And you're like, I know that name. Like I know that person's name. But you just literally cannot remember. And then you feel really dumb because it's like, why can't I remember that? Because I know that person's name. I know that actor's name. and then you either look it up or, you know, you get help from your spouse. It's like, you know, and he goes through the same thing, so I help him, he helps me. And we're like, oh yeah, that's his name, that's her name. Oh yeah, you know, it's like, duh. Okay, so I think on the first pass, for the most part, we're done with the cell phone. Okay, so when I come back to, I usually diamond paint in the mornings. Well, like the bulk of my diamond painting is in the morning. So when I come back and work on this section, I'll probably do, let me put this document one away. That goes where? Okay, I put something in the wrong spot. Does it go here? No. I'll put it there for right now. That's technology. Maybe I should put it. I have the symbols by type. So the office stuff is, this is technology. Freak it, I'll just put it there. I don't know. So what I'll probably do is this symbol here. This is the up arrow. And then after that, I'll probably do the crescent moon here. There's some, that's like all throughout here. I think that's that gray. That's like a shader color. Where is it? Should be over here. There's one moon. Why are my colors out of, my symbols are out of order. What do I do? Panic. No, don't panic. Okay, so this is that crescent moon. It's like a gray, like a shadow color. So that's like all throughout, you know, here. Maybe not over here so much, but over here I can see it. And then the other one that's like that, that's kind of like the shadow color, is the Pac-Man 318. It's like gray. So probably do like the Pac-Man, do this crescent moon, do this little arrow. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to have like little individual color blocks, like small ones. So here's like a lot of the cross swords, or whatever that is, here. Like there's this little like pink section, right? And a little here and a little here. So I probably would do like all the pinks and purple. Well, maybe not the purple, but the pinks, most of the pinks, most of the purples. And then you start getting into like blues and greens over here, right? A little bit here. So you can kind of work a section like that if you don't have like a lot of major color blocking. So this is kind of my approach in this one. I did like a lot of the color blocking that I can see. So the next one's going to be this big section here. It kind of goes like this, right? And then I'll start doing smaller color blocks by like a color area, if that makes sense. So, you know, like all these purple pinks right in here and over here. And then that'll be done. And then, you know, move to like the purples. Any color blocking I see for that. You know, or just do the purples and then like the blues and then the greens and the browns. Maybe kind of do it by color. And that way you kind of cover the whole area, especially when you have like a lot of confetti going on, like up here. Well, there's a little color blocking. So there's like the eye, and this is the two squares. There's a little bit of the paint roller. Here's the 2 feet, the hang 10. You know, so they're like little areas Here's like the sideways U with the dot. Like little areas of color blocking, but they're not very big. So that's kind of my approach. So it seems to be working fairly well and allows me to get quite a bit done, you know, fairly quickly. So I'm pretty happy with that decision. So anyhow, enough rambling. I'm going to prep for some Palia gameplay because I want to go build my pavilion. So no, it's not pavilion, it's a courtyard. Go build my courtyard on my second plot, my second main plot. So I have a main plot. This is going to be the second main plot. Then the other two that I have are just kind of like subsidiary type secondary plots. So anyhow, I appreciate you watching. Be sure you share the channel out to your friends who might be interested in this sort of content. And, you know, just listen to me in the background or whatever. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Don't you like all that? It's just like a little, it's like a little song. It's like, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Like I'm not a singer. Can you tell? Anyhow, have a great day. Have a great week. I will be doing other videos, so check back in. I'll probably try and get like a coloring one in. I will try to do a cross stitch one. I'm going to talk to my husband again about the frame stand for that. And definitely I will be doing Palia game streams. So come on, join in. And let me know if you have any questions about what I do on the channel, or questions for me, or comments. Just go ahead and feel free to you know, leave your thoughts and stuff. I appreciate it. So enjoy the day. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the world. And I will see you in the next video.